hoped I would find you.
Thank God for my ancestors who made blankets. This one was made by my grandma Irwin, this other one made by my grandma Sanders, and then this is my Aunt Lindy, still making things to keep us warm. Labor in the expression of worth.
I met this woman named Sierra in Bend, Oregon, and I was in the middle of my practice. I was practicing violin at the time, I remember, and we just really hit it off, and we were both encouragers, and we just began to bear witness to one another's lives, and just to it was really beautiful. It was wholesome. It was kind and courageous. And so we made plans to meet like 3 or 4 days later, the same place in the park. And when she did not show up that afternoon, my heart really was just broken wide open. It was like in that little disappointment, I was getting to face a lot of hurt that I've been working with for a long time. And so it was just another one of those opportunities. You might recognize them at, you might recognize that as an opportunity to get over ourselves, right? And so it was interesting because in the days preceding that meeting that she didn't show up at, in the days preceding that, it was like when I saw Sierra's face, it was like stamped over the top of her face was the word Grace. And I kept wanting to call her Grace because I thought about her quite a bit. And I kept having to remind myself that her name was not Grace, that her name was Sierra. And so when my heart broke like that, well, I just started singing to Grace. Dear Grace, I seen the sun shine through. I'm coming home to you, yeah. And so I continued in my service, my musical service, and the service that I discover as I'm out there in the world. And I moved forward with this song, singing it as I returned back to the West Coast from Bend. And I'm so grateful at this point in my life that I have the opportunity to meet amazing people like Sierra who are willing to spend 5 minutes, half an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. I met some people in the Northwest, where we would spend a day together, or 2 days, or 3 days, or 4 days. Yeah. Together, discovering our common work, our common stories, our common love. Oh, Grace, darling dear, I hoped I would find you here, yeah. I hoped I would find you. I hoped I would find you, yeah. I hoped I would find you. It doesn't always go the way we think it ought to go. And that's okay.